The sub-$300 smartphone segment in 2026 is no longer about compromises in the basic sense. This price range now includes devices with high refresh rate AMOLED displays, capable mid-range chipsets, solid camera hardware, and battery life that comfortably lasts a full day or more. The real challenge is not finding a good phone, but identifying models that deliver balanced performance without cutting corners in critical areas. In this ranking, we focus on smartphones that offer the best overall value under $300, considering display quality, real-world performance, camera consistency, software support, and build quality. Marketing claims are ignored, only practical usability and measurable characteristics matter. These are devices designed for everyday reliability, not spec sheet bragging rights. Moto G 2025 is a very Motorola-style smartphone. Calm, practical, and clearly not trying to impress you with spec sheet fireworks. You get a large 6.7-inch display with a 120Hz refresh rate, which feels smooth in everyday scrolling, but the HD Plus resolution instantly reminds you that this is a budget device. Text and small details are noticeably less sharp than on Full HD competitors. Performance is handled by the Dimensity 6300, and it's fine for daily tasks like social media, navigation, video, and casual apps, but gaming or heavy multitasking quickly shows its limits, even with RAM boost turned on. The 50-megapixel main camera delivers solid daylight shots with decent colors and acceptable detail, while low-light photos are usable but nothing more, and there's no versatility beyond the basics. Battery life is one of the strong points. The 5000 mAh cell easily lasts a full day or more, and turbo power charging helps with quick top-ups, although the charger isn't included. The vegan leather back, water-repellent design, and Gorilla Glass add a nice premium touch, but overall, the Moto G 2025 feels like a safe, battery-first phone with smooth visuals, average performance, and clear compromises that explain why it sits at number 5 rather than higher. Xiaomi Redmi Note 14 Pro feels like a phone that punches well above its price, but not without a few very intentional trade-offs. You're getting a large 6.67-inch AMOLED display with full HD Plus resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and serious brightness that stays readable even under direct sunlight, which already puts it ahead of many rivals under $300. The 200-megapixel main camera with OIS sounds wild on paper, and in good lighting it really delivers sharp, detailed shots, while the 32-megapixel front camera is more than enough for video calls and social content, though the extra macro and ultra-wide cameras feel more like fillers than must-haves. Performance is handled by the Helio G100 Ultra, and this is where expectations should be realistic. Everyday use is smooth, apps open fast, scrolling is fluid, but this is not a gaming-focused chip, and demanding titles or long sessions will expose its limits. Software is HyperOS on Android 14, which looks modern, but can feel busy if you're sensitive to animations and background processes. Add solid build quality, Gorilla Glass Victus 2, an in-display fingerprint scanner, and even an IR blaster, and you end up with a feature-rich screen and camera-first device that earns 4th place by offering flagship-style visuals while clearly reminding you it's still a budget phone at heart. Poco M7 Pro 5G feels like that moment when budget phones stop pretending and actually deliver real specs. A 6.67-inch AMOLED display with full HD Plus resolution, 120Hz refresh rate, and very high brightness makes it look and feel closer to a mid-range device, not something under $300. Performance is solid and confident for daily use thanks to a modern 5G chipset paired with a generous 12GB of RAM and huge storage, so multitasking, apps, and system animation stay smooth without constant reloads. The 50-megapixel Sony main camera with OIS doesn't chase crazy megapixel numbers, but it produces stable, reliable photos with good night performance for the class, while the secondary camera is mostly there for depth and doesn't add much value. Battery life is another strong point. The 5110 mAh cell easily lasts all day, and 45-watt fast charging with the charger included is something competitors still love to cut. Extras like stereo speakers, Dolby Atmos, a headphone jack, NFC, and an in-display fingerprint sensor make the phone feel complete. The downsides are predictable. Video recording is capped at 1080p, camera versatility is limited, and HyperOS can feel busy if you prefer a clean Android experience. Still, as a balanced, performance-focused phone with very few real weaknesses, Poco M7 Pro confidently earns 3rd place. Honor 400 Lite is the kind of smartphone that quietly climbs to second place by being extremely well balanced rather than flashy. It comes with a large 6.7-inch AMOLED display in Full HD Plus resolution, and in everyday use, it looks clean, sharp, and comfortable for long viewing sessions, without the eye fatigue you sometimes get from cheaper panels. Performance is handled by the Dimensity 7025 Ultra, and paired with 12 GB of RAM, it feels fast and stable in daily use, easily handling multitasking, navigation, social apps, and even moderate gaming without hiccups. The 108-megapixel main camera is a strong highlight here. Photos come out detailed and well exposed in daylight, with reliable autofocus, while low-light results are respectable for the price, even if night shots aren't class-leading. Battery life is solid and predictable, getting you through a full day without anxiety, and Android 15 gives the phone a modern, long-term feel in terms of software support. The compromises are there if you look closely. Camera features beyond the main sensor are basic. Video capabilities are not aimed at creators, and US carrier compatibility is limited since it won't work on CDMA networks. Still, as a clean, smooth, camera-forward phone with modern software and strong everyday performance, Honor 400 Lite earns its second-place spot without trying to be something it's not. Samsung Galaxy A26 takes first place because it feels like the most complete and future-proof phone under $300, not just the most impressive on paper. You get a large 6.7-inch Super AMOLED display with full HD Plus resolution and a smooth 120Hz refresh rate. And this is one of those screens that instantly feels premium the moment you unlock the phone. Performance is handled by the Exynos 1280, which isn't a gaming monster but is more than powerful enough for daily use, multitasking, and stable long-term performance without overheating or sudden slowdowns. The camera setup is balanced rather than flashy. The 50-megapixel main sensor delivers consistent photos, the ultra-wide is actually usable, and the big win here is 4K video recording, which most competitors in this price range simply don't offer. Battery life is reliable thanks to the 5000 mAh cell. 25-watt charging is included in the box, and IP67 water resistance adds real peace of mind durability that almost no rivals can match. On top of that, Android 15 with One UI 7 and up to 6 major Android updates make this phone a long-term investment, not a one-year solution. The downsides are predictable. Charging isn't the fastest, the macro camera is forgettable, and it's not a gaming-first device. But when you add everything up, screen, software support, camera stability, durability, and overall polish, the Galaxy A26 earns first place by simply being the smartest all-around choice. Under $300, these phones show you can get great screens, solid performance, and smart compromises without overspending.